Welcome back to another creative tutorials on Node.js. Today we are going to learn how to authenticate on Node.js server using Hono framework. So in this video we are going to learn how to authenticate in the JWT using and how to protect a route and how we verify the user credential. So let's begin. First, we need to create a folder. I created one folder and open in the VS Code. So hit Control J and open the command prompt. Now we are going to, this is the phrase repo. We are going to set up the Uno server. We are going to directly Uno nodejs and we are using a pnpm. And also we are going to test side by side in the postman. So let's complete this setup and it will take not much time. And meanwhile, we can open the postman where we are going to test our authenticated route. So we are run and our server is started. So we are going to change in the index.ts file and all the code will be here. And now you can see there is the code from here. Hello. If we go to the URL and we can see hello feature. So we are gonna test. Yeah. So we go to the documentation of the this server and we will find how to use a JWT authentication. And we are going to use this. So we need to copy this and we'll paste it over here. And for the recommendation to keep this similar, we are going to name this JWT code. So it will not create any confusion for us. JWT sign. Verify. So we need three routes, one for the login where the token is created, one for the uh, protected route, and one for the testing route that will be gonna simple. So first let's define the three routes. First define post route for the login where user will pass their password and the user email and will return them the authentication token. So let's see how it will works. So we will take user and password from the body JSON. For testing purpose, we'll check if the email password is empty. Return the JSON. Invalid credential with 401 unauthenticated status. And if it succeed, then we'll simply gonna return nothing else. And keep this mind, in the live side you are going to test verify the password in the database DB. But for the demonstration, we are not going to connect with the DB. We're just verifying the test. So we are going to the login route, and this will be the post route. So we'll in the body, in the raw file, we are going to pass the email and the password. If we send this, we'll get the return success true. If we remove this password to verify, and we get invalid credential. So we'll use the try catch method to catch any errors if any came. If any errors came, first we log them, and we'll return user. We'll return the server status 400. So now try again, and if credential was there, then we'll return success. Now we need to verify this. Now we have this data. We need to generate then a new token. So we need to do that. Let's create our JWT secret. The secret key is like we need to verify this whenever the user data came, and we need to verify that data with this hash. It can be anything. It can be very long. And for now, we are keeping to your secret. And now we are signing the token will be JWT, and we rename that JWT sign, and it will take payload in the JWT payload, and the sign it in payload we are going to define this. And the subscriber will be the user ID, and will generate user ID from this here from the database. And currently we are passing the email, and just and the first argument will require the JWT payload is the key, and second one is the secret key, and it will return a token. So we'll return that to user. If we check here, we'll get the token here. Now the thing is, we need to add a expiry time here. So that is your task. So keep comment the code after adding the expiry time here. If that any one code was correct, then I will pin that comment in the comment section. Now, as we are created the token, now let's create a route to verify that. For the verifying route, we need to create a middleware. First, we need to create using the middleware. So app dot slash let's say profile details auth slash profile. So in the profile, we just need to create a try catch to wrap our code, and we'll uh, copy from here the catch block. and we'll test this with another API. If we go to the routes, now this route is not protected yet. So if we go to this route, and this is the get request. So if we get, we'll get the hello future. Now let's protect this route. So we need to create a middleware. So hello, it will create the middleware here. Any route that with the auth route that we are going to protect here. So we are going to use app dot use function, and we are going to route here auth slash star. This is the wildcard card system, though, where we can check users authentication for the any route that have the auth in their beginning. It will take two params C and for a next function. And let's write our logic over here. So now let's first get the token from the header. Now in header we are going to use the authorization. For now we are just returning the token. So let's verify that. If auth token is not there, we need to replace the barrier with, as we are using the barrier token, replace with the barrier with the empty string, so that we can get the fresh auth token without any. If any authentication is not there, we are going to return error c.json. And it will be the 401 unauthorized error. So let's check. Now this, as this will be the not the protected route, this now the route has been protected, so it will throw an error. So invalid credential. Let's pass generate another JWT token here, and we are gonna pass in auth section from the barrier token. We are going to pass the barrier token. Now you can see that we get the token here. Now let's verify this token. If anyone can change this token, they can also be able to access this route. So now we are going to verify this token with our secret key that we have defined. So we are going to get the payload from the verify JWT verify we define here. It will took the auth token, and the public key will be the signature key with the JWT secret key. Now let's see what we are getting. This is the wrong credential. Now check login failed. Now it was came from this 401 500. So we can keep this separate and then separate try catch block. If any error came, return c.json invalid credential. If any credential was not there, so we'll gonna throw them. So we have to define date. Let's see. Now it will gonna throw the invalid credential with unauthorized date. So now let's provide him the actual credential. Yes, now we got the credential with subscribe. Now we have to do that. If the payload is success, we need to check that. If it's success, then we'll call the next function. If payload dot serve, then return next function. Else we are going to return the error with authentication failed with 401. Now let's check it out. It's hello feature enemy, and we are getting from the here. And we have to define the payload over here. We'll attach the payload to the context. We'll define c dot. So now let's check what will happen. Now we get the data, the subscription profile. It is throwing an error. It is fine. We are going to check this later, but it is throwing some TypeScript error. So for now we skipped it. But where we just simply return a text with auth success authenticated. Now we save it, authenticated. If we change anything in the route, then we're gonna get invalid credential. Let's check it from the initial stage. We have two routes. One is to login, one is to check. So now we generate a new token. We'll copy this token. To verify this, we just get this apply to this here, and we'll get authenticated. So this is how simply we'll create a authenticated route in Node.js using the Hono server. So for the more details, you can go to this documentation and you can find this. I will add this in the comment section. You can find that. So subscribe for the more update on this, and comment if you want more tutorials, any topic, so we can will talk about that. If you have any question, and feel free to comment in this video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.